For so many students across India, getting into an IIT is the absolute dream. And usually, that dream involves one single, incredibly tough path, the JEE. But what if I told you there's another way? A really powerful, lesser-known exam that's a direct ticket into India's most prestigious institutes.
I mean, think about it. Every year, more than 1 million students take the JEE. That makes it one of the most competitive exams on the entire planet. The pressure is just immense. The prep is exhausting, and let's be honest, the odds can feel pretty overwhelming.
But there's this hidden gem, an alternate route that completely sidesteps that crazy competition. Seriously, it's an exam that's kind of flown under the radar, which means your chances of actually landing a spot at an IIT could be way, way higher.
All right, so here's what we're going to cover in this explainer. We're going to look at this alternate path, really understand the awesome degree it leads to, see the huge advantage it offers, break down the exam itself, and then, of course, cover the key dates and next steps you need to know.
Okay, so what is this secret path we've been talking about? Let's jump right in. The exam is called ucced, which is short for the Undergraduate Common Entrance Exam for Design. And here's the crucial thing. This is a national-level exam, and it's officially run by IIT Bombay itself. This is the key that unlocks the door to a Bachelor of Design, or BDes program, at some of the absolute best IITs in the country.
So what in the world is a Bachelor of Design? Because when people hear the word design, there's this huge misconception. Their mind immediately goes to, painting or drawing. But trust me, that is not what this is about at all.
Yeah, this isn't your classic art degree, not even close. It's a modern, tech-focused field that's all about creative problem-solving, using design thinking and visual communication to tackle real-world challenges.
And check this out. This is where a BDes degree can actually take you. We're talking about some of the most in-demand, high-paying jobs out there today. You could be shaping how people use websites and apps, designing the next cool consumer product, or creating mind-blowing visual effects for movies.
Design is literally everywhere. The person who decided where the button should go on a website, that's a UI/UX designer. The one who figured out exactly how to light up jewelry in a showroom to make it sparkle, that's a visual merchandiser. And the person who first imagined a front-loading washing machine when everyone else only knew top-loaders, that was an industrial designer. This is the world of B-Days.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Let's talk about the incredible strategic advantage that ucced offers. Because when you look at the numbers, well, they speak for themselves.
Okay, look at this. This right here is probably the #1 reason to seriously consider ucced. Over 10 lakh. That's 1 million students are fighting it out in the JEE. Meanwhile, only about 16,000 students even register for ucced. The competition is just a tiny fraction of what you see in engineering.
Now, you might be thinking, wait, only 250 seats? That's not a lot. And yeah, you're right, the seats are definitely limited. But here's the thing. When you do the math, when you compare that to the number of people applying, the selection ratio is so much better than in the JEE. Your odds are just plain better here.
And the payoff for landing one of those seats? Oh, it's huge. Just look at these average placement packages. At IIT Guwahati, BDes grads are averaging 36 lakhs per year. That's higher than the average for a lot of top computer science branches, even at IIT Bombay. It's a niche field with super high demand, and the salaries show it.
All right, so hopefully you're seeing the opportunity here, right? It's a less crowded path that leads to a fantastic, high-paying career from an IIT. So now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the exam itself.
Now, this is a huge plus. The cool thing is, it doesn't matter what stream you're from, science, commerce, arts, you can apply for ucced. As long as you've passed class 12, you're good to go. Just remember, a few specific institutes do want you to have a PCM background. And just like JEE Advanced, you get a maximum of 2 tries.
So the exam itself is a 3-hour deal, and it's split into 2 main parts. Part A is computer-based, and it's all about your analytical and logical thinking. Then there's Part B, which is a good old pen and paper test where they check out your drawing and sketching skills. You've got to perform well in both.
So you're probably wondering, what does an analytical question for design exam even look like? It's not going to be physics or calculus, right? Let's take a look at a real one. See what I mean? This has zero to do with memorizing formulas. It's a test of your observation skills, your logic, and how carefully you can follow instructions. All you need is a calm mind to just sit down, make the changes, and count. This is the kind of logical puzzle they throw at you in Part A.
Okay, so if you're thinking, hey, this might actually be for me, then you need to pay close attention. Let's talk dates for the upcoming 2026 exam cycle.
So you'll see registration kicking off around October and wrapping up in early November. Now, here's another really smart strategic point. The exam happens in mid-January. That's before the first session of JEE mains, which means you could potentially have a secured option in your back pocket before you even sit for your other big exams.
And real quick, here's a breakdown of the application fees. It's 2,000 rupees for female candidates and those in the SC, ST, or PWD categories, and 4,000 rupees for everyone else.
Okay, I gotta be super clear about this one point. While Part A tests your logic, Part B is a flat-out test of your drawing skills. This is non-negotiable. You have to have a real interest and at least some ability in sketching to do well. If you can't draw, this might not be for you, but if you can, or if you're excited to learn, this is a massive opportunity.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's this. If you have a mind that's both creative and analytical, and you're looking for a path with way less competition but incredibly high rewards, then ucced might be more than just an alternative. It could be your direct ticket to an IIT and a future shaping the world we live in. So, could this be the path for you?